So Baro has reappeared. He should appear there. There he goes. On PC, he'll be here on the Larunda relay, which is Mercury. On Xbox One, it's the Strata relay, which is Earth. PlayStation 4 is the Chronai relay on Saturn. And the Switch is the Leonov relay, which is Europa. So let's see what he has on PC before we go anywhere else. The Prisma Avia Chest plate. I do like the Prisma stuff, and it kind of has that effect near the edges there, but having the light source right there, you can barely see that. You kind of have to move it off to the side, and ah, look, there it is at the sides, not so much in the middle. Prime cryo rounds, which is cold damage for rifle. Ooh, prime pressure point, which is melee damage, always a useful mod to pick up. Prime heated charge, which is heat damage for pistol. Buzzkill, which is 120% slash for melee, sweeping serration, 120% slash for shotgun, and maim, which is 120% slash for pistol. Pistol, shotgun, melee. Where's the rifle? Speaking of rifles, supra vandal. And actually, I was going to make a bad pun. Let's not do that. This is actually a really useful weapon for a lot of lower level stuff because it has a really nice fire rate, well worth picking up, more so than the machete wraith that is, until the melee 3.0 rework, where hopefully the machetes will get a huge bonus buff to them somehow. It is just mastery fodder at this point. There is the, still can't control this, but it's the coccyst sugatra. It's the melee dangly, which you can't really... There it is. It's just a dangly for your melee weapon. The Prisma Yamako syandana. This was actually one of my favourites for a long time because you can colour it and the colour will fade from the bottom upwards, and it has the Prisma effect as well, which is also really nice. The left Prisma daedalus knee plate. Obviously the right one. The left shoulder plate, the right shoulder plate, and the chest plate, making the whole set, but you can't buy the whole set by itself. Instead, the sekhara. It's an emblem that goes onto your arm and does look pretty nice, and it moves and it has this lovely glowing effect. Display argyle is just a display for your landing craft. It's a decoration and it is just weirdly shaped. The elixir skin for the Archwing, I'd actually liked that. I didn't pick it up because I don't use that particular Archwing anymore, but of course you can always get it as a noggle, and oh, it doesn't have that skin on. I was really hoping it would for a second there. There is the kavat sentinel mask, the kavat sentinel wings, and as you could probably guess by now, the kavat sentinel tail, making all three of them here, and the sands of an Inaros blueprint. Crouch, up, crouch, up, crouch, up, crouch. Kind of. So heading over to console, there he is. I was further away than I actually expected to be there. He has, yes, the Prisma Grinlok. Come on, click it. Looking forward to this thing turning up here. Yes, of course, I'm not mastery rank enough to get it, but well worth picking that up. There is Primed Fever Strike, which is toxin damage for melee. Jolt, which is the electrical status mod for pistol. Voltaic Strike, same thing for melee. High Voltage, same thing for rifle. And of course Shell Shock, same thing, but for shotgun. The Prisma Obex. Now you see, choosing between the two, the Prisma Obex or the Prisma Grinlok, would have to be the Prisma Obex, because as much as these are actually fun to use, the Prisma dual cleavers that are also here, all three are worth picking up. The Grinlok more than the Obex. These sadly would go for the other two first. All three if you can and don't happen to have them. The Prisma syandana, long one, but does have that Prisma effect at the bottom that makes them look really nice. The Katia chest plate that just, it's nice, but It's huge. Look at how far it sticks off the chest. The shoulder plates, however, can look pretty nice sometimes on certain frames, not that particular frame. The legs, yeah, they just look straight up weird, and I don't know what that lag was all about. There is the mantis Prisma skin. Again, Prisma skins just look really nice. The Katia sentinel mask that looks way better than any of the other armor. Would have it on the sentinel rather than the frame all the time, because it has that projection on the front as well, which just looks really nice. Sentinel wings, same thing with that projection there. Sentinel tail, as you can probably guess, there's the projection again, looking ridiculously nice. Which is, I could have sworn that these used to do that. If they don't, which they don't, they should, because it would look so much nicer. The Tigress Elixir skin, really do like that skin as well. Too many skins, would still rather go for a Prisma skin than an Elixir skin. The Katia colour palette, which can be useful if you don't have any. The Katia Sugatra, which is of course a melee dangly that goes on the end of your melee weapon. The Katia, the Baro Katia glyph. There is the Katia arrow skin, remembering you have to actually equip that to an arrow if you are using a bow based weapon, and then it's just a skin, unlike some of the other ones that can be put in gear, which activate it over the top of it. The Nexus fur pattern, and as expected, as always, the Sands of Inaros blueprint. We'll have to come in here one day and actually pick up the kavat sentinel stuff, because the physics on that tail look really nice and they all go really well together, but just never bothered really. But that's about it. He is around for 2 days, yes, quickly just making sure of that, because I have said that before and he was here for 3 days. He is around for 2 days. He will leave on Sunday, so if you want anything that he has, you have until then to get in and pick it up. If you can't, there's no need to panic. Everything he brings will cycle back through eventually, and he will have the special TennoCon appearance if you buy the digital ticket for TennoCon, and he will bring everything to that in June, so he will bring everything he has cycles back through. So we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.